Hi, welcome to Transmission Hour, Boston's best music. I'm your host, Tim Casey. Tonight we'll be hearing from Bonnie Gordon, a pianist, singer-songwriter from Rhode Island. We'll be talking to her later on in the show, but for now, let's hear some music from Bonnie Gordon. She'll be joined tonight by myself on keyboards and Mr. Kurt on guitar and harmonica.
Daydreaming like it's going out of style, and all I do is think of you all the while, 'cause I like the port of Marseille on a sunny day. I sail away, biding time till sunrise. Sunshine for your eyes, tossing and turning the whole night through, and all I do is long for you, 'cause like the Isle of St. Louis on a rainy day, oh, I dream of you like a Spanish sun going down for the day. Your love kind of blinds my way, and every time I see you, oh, my heart kicks, and you know, time ticks. I like a big band, yeah. Lost in time, lost in space, looking for a trace, longing for your face, 'cause like the city of New Orleans, burning down the night, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh, I dance for you. You know, James Dean ain't got nothing on you, and I'm sorry, Charles, but my love ain't blue. No, it's a shooting star. Yeah, it's a holiday. It's an Oreo repeat. Oh, like a Spanish sun going down for the day. Your love kind of blinds my way, and every time I see you, my heart kicks, and time ticks. Oh, like Big Ben, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've been daydreaming, oh, like it's going out of style, and you know, all I do is think of you all the while. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll give me caffeine and take me downtown where the neons aglow. I'll give me high cheeks, I'll give me high heels and a high-class bistro. I'll take me to the detour, a distraction, the roundabout like a road make it jamming in my head. Exit 16 and I'm a downtown. The billboards lead the way. 8 balls out of pocket. Salvation Row, make it a double espresso. I got a spare change in my pocket and a sidecar named Desire. I check my hips and I check my lips. I put a spit shine on my shoe. The red lights are whistling. V8, you're my Valentine. Or make it a triple espresso. So give me a pork pie hat and alligator shoes and a tent scarf on my muse. I got spare time, I take me down the line to the boardwalk promenade. The street lights are smiling and the cabbies in the heat meters high for the curb. Yeah, for the curve, hot for the curve. Hot for the curve, yeah. Meet me at the diner over easy, 2 a.m. Take my tired eyes and help me see again. And when the night rolls into day, catch a chicken cab and make the world go away. And if stardust is for dreamers, well, I'm qualified for that. Take me back to 1962. A technicolor flight, yeah. 10 cents for the jukebox, orders up for last call. Turn the neon low, baby, so Scatman can blow and monotone. Fortunes on a napkin, phone booth on the wall, lipstick stains on window panes and stereo dance halls. When the creaky screen door closes down for the day, and salt trees with the pepper, and time it slips away. Oh, I see heaven in your eyes. So meet me at the diner over easy, 2 a.m. and tell me all the reasons to begin again. And when the night rolls into day, I take your tired eyes and make the world go away. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Transmission Hour, Bonnie.
Thanks, Tim.
It was great having you on. It was a great show. I enjoyed playing it and I enjoyed watching it. You've seen it since we filmed it, and it came out beautiful.
You did a great job.
Oh, you did a great job too, though. I mean, that's the important part, you know.
The set was beautiful.
Yeah.
I appreciate all the work you did on that.
Oh yeah, David Palomares at BNN actually did most of the work. He was up on the lift, changing the lights and everything the night before. It was like 3 hours worth of work, and he said, "Well, it takes about that long," and he did a really good job. So
It was gorgeous.
yeah, he knows what he's doing. Usually, when I talk to musicians, a lot of times one of the first things I ask them is, what's your earliest musical memories? Like, what records did your parents listen to, or did they play instruments? And I mean, you got a pretty long history about that stuff.
Yeah, my house was full of music. My dad and mom, both musicians, and my dad was really into boogie woogie, Billie Holiday.
Wow.
I was in the 7th grade, and I went to see the Canadian Ballet do Tommy, and I remember just being frozen in my seat because I was sitting right in front of the speaker, and it was the music that I was just like. The very next day I went out, took all my allowance and I bought the record, and I just consumed myself in wanting to know everything about music, and I was studying flute at the time, and I just picked up the piano, and my poor parents, I was thinking about this as I was driving up. I was trying to teach myself piano, and I had the sheet music to Stairway to Heaven, and I remember sitting after dinner. I'd go right to the piano and start playing Stairway to Heaven, and this was like the family TV room, and
yeah.
God, they must have had.
I felt the same
patience.
way about my mom. Yeah, thank God for their patience. It paid off in the end.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd have that patience. My kid was
not
practicing
on a baby
the same
grand.
song. Yeah, day in and day out, same song. But espresso and Heaven in Your Eyes seem to both go together a bit. Talk about that. I know that they were two different places, but they kind of have the same vibe to them.
Yeah.
What was espresso about?
Well, espresso is about a very cool club that I used to sing at every week in New Bedford, and it was kind of a hole in the wall. Really like fishermen's hangout.
Wow.
And but somebody turned me on to it, and it was like driving in. All of a sudden, I'm in this little Greenwich Village full of eclectic, really colorful people and wonderful musicians that had no ego and tons of talent. So. That's what I wrote Espresso about. And Heaven in Your Eyes is about a diner that, Silvertop Diner that it's closed now, but I used to work in this restaurant. It was really an old tavern, 150-year-old building. In Providence, and after work, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, we'd all go to the Silvertop Diner, and so that was my ode to the Silvertop.
Yeah. And Blair Lane is actually about the tavern, right? It wasn't a tavern anymore.
Blair Lane was written while I worked at the tavern, because I worked there for a long time. Next to the restaurant I worked was an alley called Blair Lane. And then next to that was they were these giant trestles where these street people lived. So there was one of the hobos, as my dad would call them, that would come in the restaurant every morning, and we give him coffee and cigarette, spare change, something to eat. Yeah. And he was the colonel in Blair Lane. where the potholes have been filled and the manholes are steaming. And TC sings soberly off key. And Judy's in the air, all lovers act like they don't care if their heart ceases beating evermore. Oh, and the seasons turn around, and Cupid spreads her wings, causing flights so fancy over town, like an archer in C2. Oh, it's just a shot in the dark, and the alley cats spread rumors of revolt. Meow. Fickle love sweeps the streets of yesterday's l'amour. Prophecies blow bubbles through the air. 3 a.m. nothing's news yet. 4 a.m. last call for the blues, and coquettishly the sidewalks curl their toes. Oh, and the seasons turn around. Cupid spreads her wings, causing flights of fancy over town, like an archer in C2. Just a shot in the dark, and the alley cats spread rumors of revolt. Meow. But the colonel counts his change, and he prays for resurrection. He serenades his shadow in the rain. And yesterday's trolleys owe their folly to us now, as the rivers run with revelry, and Trinity lights up the night, and Providence flows gently down Blair Lane. And the seasons turn around, and Cupid spreads her wings, causing flights of fancy over town, like an archer in C2. Just a shot in the dark, and the alley cats spread rumors of revolt. Meow. Look inside, girl, don't you cry, girl. Love's a fleeting ground. Oh, look inside, boy, don't you cry. Love is all around. And never look back, no. Never look back, no. Don't you look back again. Sometimes I long to run away, far as my eyes can see, to calm and distant waters, a brand new destiny. For lo, my love has run away and taken the sweet, sweet sound, and lonely is my shadow. Sail away, far as my eyes can see, and never look back, no, never look back, no, never look back again. Sometimes I fear my life has gone and run away from me beyond the hills of heather in fear clandestiny. So take my rings and cut my hair and near a lover's stare. Tempt me with its passion and brand me with its glare. And let me sail away far as my eyes can see, oh, and never look back, no, never look back, no, never look back again, no. So when I grow up, I'll carry on, and the clouds will cover me, and then my heart will overflow, and then I shall be free. For I know there's somewhere in the distance, beyond the deep blue sea, I know there is a treasure love waiting there for me. So look inside, girl, don't you cry, girl. Love's a fleeting ground. Oh, look inside, boy, don't you hide, boy. Love is all around, all around, all around. And never look back, no, never look back, no. Don't you look back again. Could this be the love I long for? You, brilliant light in my eye. Do you feel the same sensation streaming from the earth to the sky? 40 miles in every green light seemed like an eternity. Quietly the rear view mirror caught your eyes of infinity, and now you hold my hand. Don't need no mystery. I got that in my history, and glory stands, you know what I'm looking for. I don't need flowers and wine. I don't need to shop the line. Just hold on tight. You know the light's about to change. Yeah. Oh, I lost all sense of my direction, so I let go and hope I will find that clarion in my garden, perennial in in my heart. I feel I'm home now, and I believe in something unseen. You a virgin love I encircle. You a virgin lover, a green, oh darling, hold my hand. 'Cause I don't need no mystery. I got that in my history. And glory stands in what I'm looking for. I don't need flowers and wine. I don't need to shop the line. No, just hold on tight. You know the light's about to change. Could this be a new beginning? Safe within your world I could fly. Do you feel the same sensation? Oh, I'm so scared of you I could cry. But I hold your hand. You know, I found my joy when I found you. I found my joy when I found you, baby. I found my joy when I found you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some of the other songs. And, oh, Could This Be? When you approached me with that, you kind of laughed. You said, my friends think this comes out of like a Disney princess movie. And so I said, well, let's give it a shot. And everything. It's a beautiful. And actually, when I did the strings for it, I have to admit, I was thinking Disney because I thought, well, that'll work, you know.
You know how when you first fall in love and you're totally smitten?
Oh, yeah.
And you feel like you're like 10 years old and you can't stand on your two legs.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to have just that innocent quality.
Yeah. Oh, it really does.
You got
it's
it.
Such a beautiful song. How about Dear Love? What was that one about? 'Cause that's
Dear
just
Love,
a beautiful letter.
Thank you. Dear Love is actually a play I wrote. And it has about 10 verses to that. Because it takes place over a period of 4 seasons. And it's about a woman that's a bit jaded, and so she writes letters to a make-believe lover, and but the play is actually, it's a musical.
Yeah.
And actually has a lot of fun. It's not all totally forlorn.
Yeah.
It has some fun music in it.
Wow.
And I have yet to bring that to fruition, but
Wow, it
I
sounds
hope to
great,
one
though.
day.
Dear love, won't you tell me a story like you used to do? A tale of glory, impossible worlds. Dear love, are there really possible worlds? Or just theatrical? Dream worlds, scheme worlds, la 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 la. time and the roof is leaking in out and outside and outside. Sidewalk shuffle like they do. Out of my mind and the rain is falling. Stereo, won't you turn me on? To reload, just as I tune you in, you go off the air. You know I've tried to disconnect my feelings when they come to call, but my brain just keeps talking and talking. Oh, words don't matter much at all. Oh, I don't know too much. Thinking on the left leaves you jaded on the right. Too much dreaming in the day leaves you lonely at night, and dear Lord. Oh, I've been thinking of you, meaning to write, but at a loss for words. Seems like so long since we talked. Are you happy? Do you still sleep like an angel? Oh, I miss you. I get confused, wonder what to expect and hope for. I always thought you felt the same. Do you still believe in dreams and romance? And dear love, I've been meaning to write, but I spilled wine on your address one night some time ago, and since there's been nothing new and the holidays have come and gone, I thought the ink spots apropos. Out of time and the roof is leaking in out and outside and outside. Sidewalks shuffle like they do. Out of my mind and the rain is falling. Stereo, won't you turn me on? I wrote to reload, just as I tune you in. You go off the air. Well, you know I tried to disconnect my feelings when they come to call, but my mind just keeps talking and talking, and words don't matter much at all. Oh, I don't know too much. Thinking on the left leaves you jaded on the right. Too much dreaming in the day leaves you kind of lonely at night, and dear love. Dear love. Won't you tell me a story?
Tonight, you did one that wasn't on the album, Shades of Raw Sienna. And we did do a kind of a demo of that, and you dumped it. You just didn't like it. You ended up liking it when we heard it again, just as a reference like a year later. But but how was that? We built up loops to work to. Was that really different for you? Like,
that was super fun. I'm really happy with it.
yeah,
I'm really happy
that
with
came
it.
out really nice. It would be nice if your next album had more of that of a flavor to it, you know. I love beats. I love working with beats, you know. Sometimes it's hard if, you know, somebody says, well, right here there's a bar of 7/4 time. But other than that, it's in 4/4 time, and at that point you gotta go, oh, wait a minute, how do I do that, you know? But other than that, it seems, once you get used to, you know, basically playing to a metronome very nice metronome, but you're playing to a metronome. Once you get used to that, it's kind of an easier, makes your job a little bit easier, and I think it makes you more precise.
It dabbles in charcoal and abstracts of green, painting pretty landscapes or an offshore scene. While she strokes a tender turquoise, it recreates a storm using raw technique and very little form. Shadows her projections like a cat to the moon. Shades of Rosiana, crimson June. He echoes her love like an owl in the wind, and the canyons call, and they begin again. He is dark, she is bright. They consume all the perfect light. He echoes her tears, she blankets his fears. They cover their love, a canvas of years gone by. Projections like a cat to the moon. Shades of Rosiana, crimson June. He echoes her love like an owl in the wind, and canyons call, and they begin again. They have no expectations of riches or fame. It's hard enough surviving this life and still stay sane. They know that time's a treasure to cherish and hold, and that the seasons are the results. The the shadows her projections like a cat to the moon. Shades of Rosiana, crimson June. He echoes her love like an owl in the wind, and canyons call, and they begin again.
After that, I walked into a bar and I told them I wanted to sing there, and I lied about my age. It was this summer of, I guess I was, 16 or so, and they hired me. So I went home, I knew like 10 songs, and told my parents I was singing in a bar, and by then they had just sort of like, okay, she's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
And I went, and I would go to the bar, and I'd bring my sheet music, and my dad would come pick me up after he got off second shift, and he would sit and do a set with me, and
Wow.
that's a really fond memory I have. And they didn't know he was my dad. I just introduced him as my friend Hank.
Sanctuary, oceans of blue, fireflies and ferry boats, they take me to you. Sunsets of Paris, a halo of gold, brilliant your lamplight, oh, a treasure to hold your hand. Oh, your heart was so full of a number of things, and oh, may you fly on wild yellow wing and soar like an eagle that's taken to fly as high as the wind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And as far as the night, when I am lonely, I look to the sky, and cloudbursts wrap round me with secrets, all bigger than you and I. Tears of my heart connect me to you, and in between the butterflies and lullabies, the lilac spray of yesterday, oh, your sparkling eyes, I'm shining through. There's a bouquet in my head, and I think you put it there. Oh, love is such a mystery to me. Heard it girded down the way, Frere Jacques, he does play. Santa Lucia beckons from a far off land. My mind, but I found it in you, and the meaning of this madness, it's a finally come true. And the parachutes, they're landing everywhere, with my insides insides out, I was upside down, but the propellers of your eyes, they turned me round, and the jet streams are whirling everywhere. Well, there's a rainbow in the sky, and the salty seagulls fly, and fishermen cast anchor port a-calling. And in a simple church I prayed, near a fortress time away, and cannons cried out, "Oh, mercy, mercy me." Lost my mind, but I found it in you, and the meaning of this madness, oh, it's finally come true. And the parachutes are, they're landing everywhere. With my insides out, I was upside down, but the propellers of your eyes, they turned me round, and the jet streams are whirling everywhere. There's an icon in the sky, and a neon angel cries, and nuns rehearse for astral projection. And there's a lily in my heart, oh, and there's a dancer in my dreams. Oh, life is such a mystery to me. But I found it in you, and the meaning of this madness, oh, it's finally come true. And the parachutes, they're landing everywhere. With my insides out, I was upside down, but the propellers of your eyes, they turned me round, and the jet streams are whirling everywhere. There's a bouquet in my head, and I think you put it there. Oh, love is such a mystery to me.
Things that go nowhere. And that just like come to you in a flash, kind of, or?
It did. Wow. It just that was one of those. You know, I love to write poetry. I've written poetry since before I started working on music, and so I was just writing, you know, sort of stream of consciousness, and that came. The lyrics just came out, and I never. And then the song just came together, and I don't know where it came from, but thank you.
Static atmosphere, dear, nowhere to hear out of zone to atone. Visions of yesterday. And you and I used to play way, 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 way. Oh, but just maybe, baby, maybe, baby, maybe, yeah, things are going away when they come around. 'Cause baby, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, I took one, I took one, I took one, I took one, I took one look at you, and the sun came soaring, roaring, pouring, yeah. Shining through. Well, I looked through a window the other day over the city, away, 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 away. Same old thing, lost and found. Window shoppers looking for their lucky charm. But just maybe, baby, maybe, baby, maybe, yeah, things are going away, or they come around. 'Cause baby, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I took one, I took one, I took one, I took one, I took one look at you, oh, yeah. And the sun came soaring, roaring, pouring, yeah. Shining through. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh,
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We hope to have you again with your next CD. So
Sounds
you have
good.
to do the next one. Okay. Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay. Well, we hope you've enjoyed Bonnie Gordon as much as we have here at BNN. Keep your eyes open for the next transmission hour, where we'll bring you more of Boston's best music. Until then, I'm your host, Tim Casey. Thanks for tuning in, and keep watching the skies.
Your love kind of blinds my way. Every time I see you, oh, my heart kicks, and you know, time takes yeah, like a big band. So I've been daydreaming like it's going out of style, and all I do is think of you all the while. Yeah, yeah.